it's like
So
70 here.
last week, you guys ventured into the Dalcor headquarters to settle an old score between Gawd and his vampiric sire, Belladonna. Along the way, you discovered horrific experiments that were being undertaken by Dalcor using warp shard technologies. Very disturbing stuff. You dispatched the test subjects and equally dispatched Belladonna, unshackling Gawd's vampiric mind from his master. However, as you were leaving the headquarters, you discovered that Dalcor was trying to set you up. You managed to turn away the Iron Gate group, which, by the way, was a really good thing. However, as you were sailing away from the headquarters, a explosion ripped through the installation, completely vaporizing everything on board. Very, very harrowing stuff. Gawd, something's been bothering you about that after your discussion with Calypso. He could have killed you guys at any time. Why didn't he?
Shit!
Yeah, I forgot to ask him that. I thought about it afterwards.
Couldn't have killed me.
Nah, you would have died.
No, I would have missed. My AC is really high.
So, guys, we're gonna pick up right here. Oh no, we lost Brandon. Brandon's dead.
Rude.
Good
That's-
game of D&D. Happy
Yes,
world,
all right.
man.
Good game.
Happy world. You guys remember Tiny Toon Adventures, a movie, right?
Oh my God.
Remember what's his name, Plucky? They go to Happy World Land?
Sorry, my sound cut out entirely during all of that.
Okay, well, I was just explaining what happened last week, and that Gawd was vexed by the fact that this other guy could have killed you at any time, but for some reason chose not to. Very strange.
You talking about me?
No.
I could have killed anyone at any time.
Okay, all right. I'll take your word for it.
Chose not to kill us, just made us terrorists.
Guys, it's payday, so whenever you want to call up
It's
Kappa,
payday.
We don't
I'm
want to
afraid-
call him yet.
I'm afraid you'll get more than you bargained for. No, whenever you want to call up Kappa, you will be able to exchange warp shards, and you will get paid, but the format will be a little different than what you expected. But before that, Reeve, roll a naked D6 for me.
Dang,
No modifiers, no nothing.
hang on, let me put my pants off then.
It's a good thing your camera is cut out, too. Reeve, your royalties from Catorce Vineyard for this week are 200 gold. They have been wired to your account.
Get wrecked.
All right. And also you moved to the wheelhouse, Reeve. I am assuming you wanted to
I
do
did.
something.
I wanted to call Kappa. I wanted to get
No, Reeve, no, wait. Don't call him. Narcissus, don't call him yet.
Well,
He's got to
Techni-
pay us our weekly money.
technically, the captain has to tell Xerxes to call him. So,
We gotta hold on. We gotta figure out what we're gonna tell him about what we figured out first.
I'm gonna tell him I want to buy more of those random boxes of cool things.
Yeah, but we're also gonna have to update him, which is what he wants.
Oh, you're right. I should upgrade my armor more. That's good.
Okay, Reeve, you stay in there. We'll just put it on. Just hold on.
Reeve, once again, only concerned with what is an upgrade for his character and
Okay.
monetary gain.
Buckthorn, if you want to wait in there with Reeve, you can too. But if you want to participate out here with us, you're
I
more.
mean, I'll talk with you if you don't want to. I wanted to call him, but I'm not gonna sit in there bored alone.
Oh, that's.
I'll sit in there until Kappa comes.
Buckthorn sits cross-legged on the floor, expectantly in front of the hologram machine.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep my eyes on that door back there. to Kappa's
Okay.
room.
To Cap's room.
All right, so. What are we not gonna tell him now?
Wow.
Something that, because it was specifically.
So just to give you guys an update, you went to the Far Realm and you found the Atlas of Akhnithep, which can locate any sort of Far Realm tech, supposedly, although Everin is still deciphering how exactly it works.
Right. So we got a map, kind of, to the
We
machine.
gotta tell him that so he knows we're at least making
Of
progress.
course, yeah. Well, that's all we really need to tell him, I guess.
Well, we probably want to make... Okay, out of character real quick. Bailey, you had an idea, didn't you?
Oh, I've got like 3 ideas.
Do you
Yeah.
want to run that by our characters?
Do you want to do?
Or
that?
you can also do that later if you feel like the time isn't right.
Yeah, I want to take care of this first because the time isn't right.
Okay.
And
Well, then Reeve will ask, well, what do you want to tell him about the possible exploded hospital that we had something to do with?
I got it. Like, that's one of my plans.
So do you want me
I
to
got it
not
covered.
talk
I
about
got
it?
Well, no, he's probably gonna ask if you already. You think that? I got it, Reeve.
We all be on the same page about this, so we know.
Yeah. Well,
What
here's-
happens if he asks Buckthorn? Buckthorn's probably going to just tell him.
All right. So here's my idea about that. We could always make a deal with the black market. Get the ship completely remodeled. Use the old ship parts to stage like the death of the crew, and whoever destroys that ship can collect the reward money and get bragging rights and become a hero, whatever they need to become. And we're dead. We're free. And I mean, that's just a good idea for not being terrorists anymore.
Yes. Amron expresses a very sincere desire to fake everyone's death as well as the death of the ship, to sort of give you a clean break, as it were.
But I have a vineyard that I want to keep.
Sounds elaborate and expensive.
Okay. Reeve, you know what I told you already.
Right, I know, I'm already.
Okay, all right, cool.
Yeah, it is elaborate. We're terrorists, so it's going to have to be elaborate and expensive because nobody else is going to help us. But that's where the reward part comes in, because I'm sure we're worth a lot of money.
Hey, money, Reeve, money.
I mean,
So with Reed's problem is that he doesn't want to stage his death because he won't get his...
well, if there's money involved. Also,
Oh, no. Money not for us. Money to pay for... I mean... our
okay,
death.
I got 3 questions. One, I need to find a way to still get my money for my vineyard.
It's not a question.
I'll talk to Kappa. Second question, I really don't like dying, but if I do, we're gonna need to find me another person to steal the identity from. And 3, is the ship gonna look cool after these upgrades?
The ship will be fantastic, I
Because it
hope.
looks like a piece of shit right now.
We'll make the ship our own. But...
The little medical droid you just installed is like, oh.
Look at that little guy. What a pussy.
He looks
No,
fine.
that's so mean. So that was my plan about not becoming terrorists. Do you guys have anything to add on to that, or any other ideas?
What do you think, Quinn?
Well, I mean, if we can figure out something viable and a way to do the captain's plan, I mean, I'd be behind it and just gotta figure it out.
Well,
Right.
I mean,
Honestly, though, I'll stay one terrorist. It doesn't bother me much.
I want to lean over to Vaughn and I want to be like, well, we at least have some people that are used to taking on new disguises and personalities. We all have our own methods, I guess. You've got that whole face thing. We're going to need to find me a guy to steal an identity from. I can't just be someone. I can't just make...
I think what's going to be hard for you is disguising your crazy giant arm.
This is completely normal.
Buckthorn, what do you think?
Buckthorn, you hear Vod calling for you, completely out of context of anything you were doing.
Hi, Rod. Where's Kappa? Have you seen him?
Hey, Buckthorn, come here.
Alright, I will go there.
Do you want to play dress up for a while? We can get you a new disguise.
I don't know.
So we decided those guys that were following us are going to keep following us, especially since that hospital blew up. And we thought we'd disguise ourselves as something else and completely trick them. Because that would be pretty fun, right?
Maybe, but why don't we just go beat them?
Because a lot of people we don't need to beat are gonna fight us first, and we don't get much out of them. And Kappa will hate us if we do that.
But if we have to fight them first, that means we do have to beat them.
Well,
If we
idea
just-
about that. Speaking of fighting other people, we need to try to make some kind of alliances with people. How about here's my
Alright,
hear me.
I'm gonna make an alliance with Reeve.
Alliance formed.
What if we were to hail the Gith conglomerate and give them information about what we know about what the machine is, what Dalcor is doing with their medicines, and what the warp shards are. Maybe it would help us. It would help expose Dalcor, and maybe somebody else would want to go after the machine for the best of reasons.
Reeve, streetwise check.
Oh no! Why am I doing this? Shoot. What's my streetwise? Now it is. Not a lot. Dang. I rolled a 2.
What is Vod doing?
I'm looking out the windows.
Oh.
Okay.
Honest-
So the problem with the Gith conglomerate here is this is knowledge I can share, right?
Oh yeah. That's why I whispered it to
Yeah.
you because I would assume Reeve wanted to frame it in some way.
Yeah. So the Gith conglomerate are they're a little shady. Me and Vod were actually just discussing this earlier. That I'm gonna like look to Vod to see if he has any like. Are you okay with talking about this? Like,
Sure.
so we were just discussing before that we're not sure whether or not Kappa is the best home for the engine.
Didn't we already? Yeah. I don't know.
You guys weren't there when Reeve and Vod were talking about specifically
Oh.
possibly bringing it to the Gith conglomerate. I want to kind of like phrase all that over to you guys, like what our plan was with that. That possibly, I'll say a little bit here, but if we bring it to the Gith instead of Kappa, we may be able to possibly run it or sell the information about it, or do whatever we would like with that. As far as letting the Gith conglomerate know more things, they will definitely buy and sell information. So we can probably let them know some stuff if we want, but I'd say we at least try to get something out of that.
Right. Okay.
Just be
I'm
aware
glad
that
you're
whatever we tell them is up for grabs with the highest bidder. Like,
I
they
mean,
don't care who they're selling it to, just whoever pays the most.
well, the information that we give them should be public knowledge. I mean, it is pretty dangerous. To keep
Well,
on-
that's the thing. If we give it to them, it's not necessarily public knowledge.
that's fine because
Dalcor may be the highest bidder, and it may just go back, and then they know that we're onto them even more so. Because I don't know if the whole corporation knows.
if it's they might think we're dead. Maybe if our black market plan works.
That's
Is there-
also true.
Is there no way to clear our names, do you think?
I think
I
death
think-
is probably a good one.
That doesn't include death?
I mean, not literally you guys dying.
Yeah, no, I understand that. But
Okay.
Like, you
thinking
should.
about it more, Quinn is not comfortable with having to be someone else. He's
You
very
don't have to be someone else.
He's very proud of his name and
Did
who
they
he
ever
is.
get Quinn's name though? I think
They do not know your name, Quinn. The wanted information has Amron Reeves' name, but not Vod, Buckthorn, or Quinn.
Okay, well, good luck, guys.
And in
Okay.
fact, Amron and Reeve are being shipped as like a Bonnie and Clyde, like master terrorist.
That's great.
Awesome.
So what we really need is me and her need to get a new disguise, and We just need to fake our deaths and possibly have some other spare bodies of other people. You guys can keep yourselves going fine. So you can still keep your family name going, and you can still.
They do have all of their likenesses on the camera, but none of the names or anything.
Okay, so we may just need to have you wear a cloak a little bit sometimes, or avoid dangerous people who may recognize you.
Okay, I can get behind that, and I don't mind helping you guys out then.
What about
Cheers.
Buckthorn? Do you have like? Okay, real question. What was Buckthorn What did you look like when you walked through sensors? Were you in your werebear form, or were you?
What form were you in after you beat the boss last week, Buckthorn?
I was in my hybrid bear form.
Oh, okay, so you need to either be all bear or all dragonborn.
Awesome.
You can still activate that when we go to fight things, Buckthorn. But when we're just walking around, I'm gonna need you to either cool it on the furry or go full furry. So.
Jesus.
Wow.
Isn't there like a lizard form of furry? There's gotta be.
I mean, that's technically what dragonborn are in the first place.
There you go.
Are you okay with that?
I guess I could make it work.
All right, I have faith in you.
Buckthorn says with some
is-
amount of disappointment.
I have faith that you'll make this alliance work.
Given that,
Nice.
alright, so should we not let Kappa know about the dangers of using far realm technology?
Oh, yeah.
I don't think we're making the right decisions.
You what?
What
I
would you
don't
prefer?
think we're making the right decisions.
Speak
What
up,
would-
bud.
What would you prefer, Vod?
I'm tired of hiding.
Ooh.
Okay. Go
I
on.
realize that we all obviously don't want so much heat on us, but at the same time, our group doesn't necessarily work when trying to stay undercover. Calypso
Well,
certainly
I am
did.
a little sneakier now.
Calypso
as he
certainly
says.
did put a lot of weight on top of us while making us this, but he also made a lot of sacrifices too. First, he sacrificed his queen, so he can't trace me anymore. Secondly, this actually, for once, and you may or may not believe this, unifies our group.
As terrorists, and we can
Exactly.
still be unified.
False terrorists.
True, but the world sees us as terrorists,
They can
regardless.
see us however we want. And how better to be the most threatening group in the astral plane than us?
But wouldn't it be a little ridiculous to be the most wanted people? Well, going after the most wanted object? Like, wouldn't that not be hard?
I mean, if anyone's gonna go after it, and you're gonna be openly evil, having a cloaking device definitely helps make it a little easier, at least.
Think about what we have left to do to go get the engine.
Also, no one has to make a decision today, so don't feel like anyone has to make a decision on what they want to do this play
If-
session.
Would you
I'm
rather? Ooh, I'm just gonna say, you guys aren't very well known. Me and Amron are. Would it be okay if just we stole new disguises and kept going with this, or would you be comfortable with that?
I'm
Or
not
would you
okay
rather
with
us-
being a terrorist, or be seen as one, because regardless, that's more dangerous for me.
Also, I think that is against Amron's character, wanting to be a terrorist.
Well, society views you as a terrorist, but you know what you are, which is
That's great.
far from it.
Right, and when the Amaran dies, I can continue on. And I will know I'm not dead, so I'll be safer that way. So will Reeve, so will you, and Buckthorn, and Quinn.
Some player knowledge here, or some character knowledge here. Just because, I mean, if Reeve and Amron fake their deaths, there's still ample opportunity to remain in high notoriety. You can, for example, there's several ways to. You could do like some sort of like threatening like YouTube message or something like that, you know? Because I mean, keep in mind, Vod was caught on camera, so people do know Vod, Quinn, and Buckthorn's face.
I've got an idea. I got an idea. So, what we can easily do is we can go through and fake me and Amron's deaths. We can easily stage it as a coup and allow you guys to be the figureheads of the new rebellion.
Well, hold on. I don't want to come up with a new identity. To be fair, I do want to still be Amaranthian, but just ship-wise, when we're traveling through space, the astral planes, it'd be nice not to get into ship fights. And going into common places, it's much
That's
more
what we got the
easier.
cloaker for.
Right, but going into common places, it's much more easier just to blend in with the crowd, disguise yourself. You don't have to change who you are. I still want to be a face of the notorious. I don't know what we are, but
Well,
I
we
tell you
are
what,
that
guys.
face currently.
That is also true. I tell you what, guys. Give it some thought with your characters. You know, talk about it some more during this session. Talk about it more offline, and you can all make like a big decision next week.
okay.
Because I don't want anybody to make, because this is big. This has story implications, right? Your characters wouldn't rush into it and make a decision right away either. You would kind of want some time to think about it.
I'm 100% okay with being freedom fighting pirates. I'm just saying, you guys. I'm just saying.
I mean, Reeve will do whatever is going to be the most profitable. So it doesn't-
I think this is the best decision for all of us because not only can we use the factor of intimidation, we actually know who we are, which is saving all of reality, whether we believe that or not. And
Also, oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, if we want to do any crazy plans, no longer do we have to hide in the shadows. Reeve and Buckthorn can do whatever they want to do, and we don't have to worry about things getting wonky. This
That's
finally
exactly what I
lets
was
us
gonna
be
say,
unified as a
actually.
group, for once.
I like it. Yeah. I mean, if we do go throughout the black market plan, we can always like send a message out there too, which will be pretty cool. We
Well,
do
let's,
that.
Market
let's
can
just hold
also-
on to this for now. We can kill ourselves anytime we need.
Basically. Also, yeah, if you guys want to like send a message via the black market, that's also an option.
Yes.
If you,
Oh,
if you
God, let's
decide
do
to go
that.
that direction instead of the stage your death direction, you could do that, or you could do both. I mean, it's up to you guys, really.
Both might get us money. If we
I
do
kind of
both.
want to keep my vineyard.
Oh, true.
Vineyard is a stable source of income for Reed.
I mean, I can easily merge it with Kappa Corp and get my pay through him if I needed, but
Oh, yeah. We can at least remodel the ship and send the message, and that'll be fine.
also I don't know that Jeeves would be too adverse to backdoor deals.
Well, we'll come back to this.
Sounds
yeah.
good. Let's just talk to Kappa for now.
Think about it, and we'll come back to